In this lesson we're going to look at Ohm's law. Ohm's law describes the relationship between the electrical potential difference across a resistance and the current flowing through the resistance. Now, to do this we're going to use this circuit. This consists of a battery, and that's connected to a potentiometer, and the potentiometer is really a variable resistance, and it allows me to control the current that is flowing through this resistor. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to increase the current in increments of 0.1 amps, from 0.1 through to 1, and then as I do that I'm going to measure the electrical potential difference across this resistance using a voltmeter. Now, there's an experiment where we do exactly this in the Watch and Learn section on electricity too, and you may like to have a look at that. And this more or less mimics that experiment. Now, as we do this, we find that when the current is 0.1 amps, then the voltage, the electrical potential difference across the resistor, is 1 volt. And then we increase the current to 0.2 amps, and that produces 2 volts, 0.3, 3, 0.4, 4, and so on. And so once you plotted your points and you join them up, you find you have a straight line graph. This indicates what we call in science a linear relationship. So there is a linear relationship between the current flowing through the resistance and the electrical potential difference across the resistance. And that precisely is what we call Ohm's law. So we can say that the EPD, which we will use the symbol V, okay, for the electrical potential difference V, is directly proportional to the current flowing through the resistance. Now, if we want to change the proportionality sign to an equal sign in science, then we need to introduce a constant. So the name of the constant in this equation is called the resistance. We can write it again as V equals I times R. Okay, and the resistance of this resistor is equal to the slope of this straight line graph. And to measure the slope of the graph, we just need to take any horizontal segment, for example, take that one, and divide it by the resulting vertical change. Okay, so for a change in 0.2 to 0.8, which is 0.6 amps, we find we have a change in electrical potential difference of 6 volts. So we can say that the resistance, which is the slope of the curve, resistance is equal to 6 divided by 0.6, which is equal to 10 ohms. So we can write the number 10, and then we now know that this is a 10 ohm resistor. Okay, so let's just highlight that. What we've learned then is that the electrical potential difference across any resistor is proportional to the current that's flowing through that, and we can write that as Ohm's law, stating that the electrical potential difference across a resistor is equal to the current flowing through it multiplied by the resistance.